but it tickled my whole body. That you can hear it in her delivery. That was fantastic. Hey everybody, welcome back to the DaneBramageROCKS channel. Going to continue on this fun little journey we're having with the Eurovision Song Contest of 2024, and this submission comes from Italy, and I'm super excited about this one. This seems to be another one of those popular videos, and this one's actually their national final performance. I've seen a few national final performances. I've seen a few music videos. It just depends. Not all the artists have performance live that they use a submission. All we have to go off of is a music video, but when they do those local contests, and these artists, in their own country have won their local contest, they get submitted to the Eurovision Song Contest. It's super fun, and it kind of gives you an idea how they perform on stage, and that is what the contest is all about. So all these artists that come into this have to perform this live on stage, and it's that performance that's going to get them votes to win the contest. But Italy's submission is Angelina Mango, and the song is called La Noia. So I have no idea who this is, what the song's about. We're going to go into this blind, but it is a popular video. 1.5 million views in the last 2 weeks already, so this is seeming to get some steam, so I'm excited to check it out. So let's get into this. Angelina Mango, La Noia, Italy, National Final Performance. Here we go. So one thing to note, if this is your first time to the channel, number one, welcome. Number two, after I do this reaction, I'll do a wrap up because I don't know who the artist is and I don't know what the song means, but I like to dig in afterwards to find out who they are, where they came from, find out what the song is if I can find in all the things. So after this reaction, stick around and we will learn all about this person, Angelina, and the submission as much as we can. So without further ado, let's jump into this one.
Quanti disegni ho fatto, rimango qui e li guardo, nessuno prende vita, questa pagina è pigra, vado di fretta e mi hanno detto che la vita è preziosa, io la indosso a testa alta sul collo, la mia collana non ha perle di saggezza, a me hanno dato le perline colorate per le bimbe incasinate con i traumi, da snodare piano piano con l'età, eppure sto una Pasqua guarda zero drammi, quasi cambio di nuova città, che stare fermo a me mi viene la noia.
I can't keep up.
La noia, muoio senza morire, in questi giorni usati, vivo senza soffrire, non c'è croce più grande, non ci resta che ridere, in queste notti bruciate, una corona di spine, sarà il dress code per la mia festa, è la cumbia della noia.
I'll be honest, I'm trying to read as I'm going along, but I can't keep up, and I'm kind of actually just watching her. So interesting, and I'm probably way off on this, but I'm going to say it anyway. This seems more like a salsa style kind of thing, you know what I mean? Kind of more of, they got like the horns out there. I did see the band down there in the corner, which is awesome. I'm always a fan of live music performances when they're using actual instruments and stuff like that, not just electronic synth and all that stuff there. So awesome. And her dancing kind of seems like that same style as well, that kind of that salsa style. So interesting as a Italy performance, and maybe this is ingrained in the culture there, but I'm not totally sure. But if I'm wrong or caught on to something, just let me know in the comments. I'm trying to figure out what all this is, but regardless, her voice, phenomenal, awesome. I love her singing, great dancer. She's focused on the camera, she's delivering a performance, and I don't think she's new. She might be established because she's very comfortable up there, and you can kind of tell that in her stature and her moves.
Nelle cose vede il male, viene voglia di scappare come iniziano a parlare e vorrei dirgli che sto bene ma poi mi guardano male.
I like it.
Che è difficile campare. Business, parli di business, intanto chiudo gli occhi per firmare i contratti. Princess ti chiama princess, allora adesso smettila di lavare i piatti. Muoio senza morire in questi giorni usati.
Nice.
Vivo senza soffrire, non c'è croce più grande, non ci resta che ridere in queste notti bruciate. bruciate, una corona di spine, sarà il dress code.
Did you see that? Look at this whole...
In queste notti bruciate, una corona di...
This. Look at all that. They got an entire string section, a whole orchestra, a couple of guitarists. They got a drummer up there, up on the stand, a pianist, and a whole band. This is going to be interesting because I'm pretty sure in the contest, you can only have, is it 5 people on stage or 5 musicians? There's a cap, 6. I think it's 6 actually. 6 people, whether they're dancing or performing the actual instruments. So they might have to record this and play it in the background while she performs with dancers. So this is going to be interesting because I don't think you can have a full orchestra there unless you can. I might be mistaken, but I'm not sure the finite rules of the actual music compared to who's on stage. And maybe if they can't have them on stage, they'll be... Anyway, I'm going on and on there. But I love this. This is awesome, having a full string orchestra. Full string orchestra up there, and the drummers and the pianists and the full, guitarists over there, and the composer, the whole nine. Fantastic.
Ci resta che ridere in queste notti bruciate, una corona di spine, sarà il dress code per la mia festa. Ah, è la cumbia della noia. Oh, è la cumbia della noia. Totale. Ah, è la cumbia della noia. Oh, è la cumbia della noia. Totale. Allora scrivi canzoni, sì, le canzoni d'amore, e non ti voglio annoiare, ma qualcuno le deve cantare. Cumbia, ballo la cumbia, se rischio di inciampare almeno fermo la noia. Quindi faccio una festa, perché è l'unico modo per fermare, ah, la noia, la noia, la noia, la noia.
She's fun.
Muoio perché morire rende i giorni più umani, vivo perché soffrire fa le gioie più grandi, non ci resta che ridere in queste notti bruciate, una corona.
Did you hear that passion in her voice? That gave me goosebumps. It did. I have a long sleeve on, but it tickled my whole body. That you can hear it in her delivery. That was fantastic.
Muoio perché morire rende i giorni più umani, vivo perché soffrire fa le gioie più grandi, non ci resta che ridere in queste notti bruciate, una corona di spine, sarà il dress code per la mia festa. È la cumbia della noia. È la cumbia della noia. Totale. È la cumbia della noia.
Oh, hey.
È la cumbia della noia. Totale. Totale. Grazie di cuore.
Very welcome.
Grazie a voi.
Oh, adorable. That was so fun. I tell you what, everybody, this contest is shaping up to be fierce, and I am stoked for the show. This is going to be competition. I loved that. Yeah, every time I watch something, this baby lasagna video pops up. It's like must be extremely popular. Let me go back to something a little more. There we go. Let's leave her on stage. I loved it. It to me, it had like salsa vibes to it, a little bit, and she rolled her R's a lot, and maybe that's like a music genre in Italy. I'm not totally sure, and because gosh, one of my favorite Italian submissions of the Eurovision Song Contest was Måneskin, and and this was completely different from that. Not to say it was bad, because I liked it a lot. That was super good. Great dancing. She has a great clean voice. Very passionate about this, and she's very comfortable on stage. So now that we know that she can do this live, she's going to do phenomenal during the contest. I'm almost positive. All right, stick around for a few minutes. Let's do the wrap up and find out who Angelina is. All right, everybody, thank you so much for checking that out. That was super fun. I actually enjoyed that song, and that was completely different from some of the other Italian submissions we've seen in the past, but it was awesome, and I loved, again, like I said, having that orchestra down there. So I did actually find out a good deal. So what I like about the Eurovision Song Contest, on their very own website, they actually have a complete story behind the artist and the song, if it's in there. So write to Eurovision.tv from Angelina Mango and her song, La Noia. There we go. After 5 nights, the 74th edition of Festival di Sanremo has wrapped. Angelina Mango has won the prestigious song contest with La Noia and will represent Italy in the Eurovision Song Contest in May. And yes, they actually do have an official music video to the song as well. So I'm going to have to go check that one out. On Saturday, 10 February, and well into the early hours of Sunday, 11 February, Sanremo in Italy drew to its exciting conclusion. The gala evening came to us live from the iconic Teatro Artisan and Sanremo, Liguria, and we're glued to the screens as 30 songs by some of the country's most established and acclaimed artists were performed for us. Angelina lifted the sought-after Sanremo trophy after a spellbinding performance of the song La Noia, and there's actually a video out there of her winning that trophy for this contest and how excited she was. And at the end of the video we just watched, you actually saw them walking out. Like, they knew before she even finished performance that was going to be it. So they were walking out with the trophy. She accepted and received it. 5 nights of Sanremo means 5 nights of voting, and after the final rankings of all 30 songs on Saturday night, we had a top 5 of the 74th edition Festival di Sanremo, and the scores were reset to 0 and the voting reopened. The winner has been decided via public vote, 34%, a vote from the jury of the radio broadcasters, 32%, and a vote from the jury members of the press, 33%. Angelina Mango has the honor of being the artist behind the winning song of Sanremo 2024, La Noia. The artist won 40.3% of the vote. In second place, 25.2%, and the song, I'm not even going to attempt to say that. And the third, 17.1, was Sinceramente by Annalisa. So she actually won by a very large margin, which is awesome and good for her. At the press conference on Sunday, 11 February, broadcaster Raya and Angelina Mango jointly confirmed that the artist would represent Italy at the Eurovision Song Contest in Malmo with 4 platinum records. Oh, there we go. See, this is what I was looking for. She has 4 platinum records. Holy cow. And you can tell she's done this. She's comfortable on stage. 2 gold records, a completely sold out tour, appearances in the top of the sales charts, and some of the most played songs on the radio. Angelina Mango was one of the breakout artists of 2023 in Italy. And I think that is all of it. Just kidding. 2024, she saw compete for the first time in Sanremo. The singer became the first female artist to win the contest in 10 years. Interesting. Well, okay. Yeah, solo, sure, because like I said, a couple years ago, Måneskin won, and they heard the bass player is female, but but for solo artists, absolutely. Angelina Mango's music is a mix that brings together different influences, including Italian and American rap, R&B, and instrumental music, and I love the instrumental music. Good for her. In her songs, the singer-songwriter addresses issues and themes that are relevant to her, such as the anxieties of Gen Z, love, the need for freedom, and the value of family. Beloved by her fan base on social media, Angelina Mango has a huge following, particularly on TikTok. They're the official sounds of the singles Che To Dico and Fa and Si Pensiamo Domani have recorded over 187,000 and 223,000 users, respectively. That was super cool. So yeah, we know she can perform on stage. We just saw it. She's got platinum albums. She's got gold albums. She's done this before. She's been touring. She's experienced. She is going to do phenomenal in the contest, and I'm excited to see her performances when it comes up here in a couple of months. So what did you all think about that? Leave me those comments. What do you think of the submission from Italy? What do you think of Angelina? What do you think of the song? And what do you think about the reaction? I'd like to interact with as many comments as I can. And I didn't find the meaning of the song, so if you know what it is, I couldn't keep up with the lyrics. It is what it is. Leave me those comments below. Let us know all about that song. But thank you guys so much for checking that one out. If you want to support the channel further or follow me, anything you see pop up over here, I leave links for down there. So you can follow me on the socials, hit up my Spotify playlist, support the channel by any of those you see down there that might interest you. At the very least, do me a favor, hit that like button. But dig around this channel. If this is your first time here, number one, welcome. I covered quite a good handful of Eurovision Song Contest from this year and last. When I started my channel last year, it was one of the founding things that I did to help build this channel up. But if you like what you see and you want to stick around, do the things. I truly appreciate it. All right, everybody, thank you so much for checking that out. One more time, that was Angelina Mango with her song La Noia National Final Performance for the Eurovision Song Contest of 2024 Italy submission. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, you all, and until next time, keep on rocking.